been looking forward to this game all week long. Today, two teams collide from the Pac-12, and conference implications are aplenty. As we'll see, the Utah State Aggies taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
To the air on first down. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Rice.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. He's looking downfield to throw. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Got the first down and more. Powers through. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football in the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on 1st and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Utah State. And they'll take over.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
The Aggies backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And that's exactly what you wanted from this offense, man. Just breathe a little bit easier, created a little bit of space by getting that first down. Now I wonder, now does this open it up? Does this give us a chance now on first down, be more aggressive, more space on the football field, less concerned about maybe going backwards?
Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Got his man downfield, racing down the left side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires to the right. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Aggies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Floats it out in space. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. The Owls have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They believe they can run right here. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Now on first down from the 28. pass, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Finds his big tight end. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
No gain on the play. Second down.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second.
0.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Owls really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
They just keep firing. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'd be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator comes out and shows the defense the same look, but this time sends the receiver to the middle of the field. Might catch the defense off guard.
Let's see if Rice can get it in on first and goal. They'll try to power it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, at this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Out of the gun, looking to throw. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Give to the running back. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
A little game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field. They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Might as well stick with him. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Holds and fires complete to the right.
Pass on 2nd down. Caught by the receiver. Tackle is made at the 24. It's 3rd down.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback moving. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
He'll do it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping him.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Rice! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the...
Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Creates a little room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's what.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Running to Green. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Aggies come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration, so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Now improvising. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Haynes. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. The RPO fires complete to the left. They run him out of bounds. He gets him to the 47.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Fired in there, but incomplete. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about...
There he goes. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Rides the back on the option to give. Touchdown! Oh! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Vanderbilt. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll take a deep shot here. Snags it down the right side. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. To the air on first down. Going to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The inside handoff. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Under fire. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Oh, the fumble of the defense got it. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up the 1st down. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gonna swing it on second down. Got the quick pass. Made a defender miss. Turns it on down the left side. Inside the touchdown, Rice. He got loose and it was lights out after that. They extend this lead and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Back to pass on second down. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Utah State up-tempo. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Complete in the middle. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Got his man on the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage. Anticipate.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover called by this defense.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Quick pass on the fly motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Makes the catch. It's Yates. At the 45 on his way. Into the secondary on the right. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Breaks into the open. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
They'll ride the hot hand. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing.
Time to take a shot. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end...